Okay, so I thought it would be fun if I did the MBTI test, personality test, I believe it's called. A few people are saying it's fun to do these tests and then compare yourself to like the Stray Kids members. Now, I don't know what any of the Stray Kids members' MBTI personalities are. I have not looked that up, so I thought I'd just do this without knowing that. I'm doing the free version, which is a 16 personalities version. A lot of people said this was a good one. So obviously it's not the exact one, but yeah, I thought I'd just give it a go. So let's get started. Okay, do you regularly make new friends? Disagree. I'm very introverted. I make new friends sometimes, but it takes a while to, get comfortable. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward. Disagree a bit. Usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than the factual. Disagree. Your living and working spaces are clean and organized. Agree. You usually stay calm even under pressure. Not all the time. Disagree. You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. 100% agree. Being an introvert. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before deadlines. I'd say agree, but sometimes it can go wrong. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers and data. Kind of agree, but I do like data and numbers, I have to be honest. So that's why I'm doing it close to the middle. You like to use organized tools and schedule. Yep, especially in the workplace, 100%. I'm very organized in the workplace. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge sometimes. So I'm going to say slightly agree. It does happen. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up conversation. Hell no way, I'll never do that. Disagree. They have to walk up to me, or like we have to meet in a certain place and then get comfortable with each other. You're not too interested in discussion about various interpretations of creative works. No, I disagree. I don't mind discussing that from time to time. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining the course of actions. Disagree. It's like a mixture of both. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. Disagree. I definitely like a schedule. It depends. Workplace, I'm like that. If it's a weekend, I don't mind having spontaneousness, but in the workplace, I'm like that. So that's a hard one. You really worry about whether you make a good impression on other people. No, I sometimes worry about that. You enjoy participating in team-based activities. Well, I'm almost just gonna press that, but it depends on the people. I do prefer to do things alone, but I don't mind being around people all the time. So like sometimes, you enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Well, I don't want to say I enjoy them. So disagree. I'll do it if it needs to be. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. Disagree. I like being honest. Next, okay, actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. Even though I'm an introvert, I do like traveling to different places unknown. It's just that I'd rather do it alone. So yeah, agree. You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Sometimes I can agree with that. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. Totally agree with that. Introvert. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. I think that'd be fun. Not that I do it, but I could. It's not that I can't imagine myself. You factor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. I kind of agree. Sometimes you prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. 100% agree, because when I come home from a holiday, I always unpack my suitcase and I put the dirty clothes in the wash and put everything away. And if I don't do that, I feel uncomfortable. So 100%, I'm that person. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. Disagree with that. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at a social gathering. 100% agree. Totally. Your mood can change very quickly. Oh, yeah, agree, because like I could be in a good mood and having the time of my life and being crazy and fun, and then that switch hits and I need to go home and I want to be alone and be get my energy back. So 100%. You're not easily swayed by emotional arguments. Oh, no, I disagree. I can be swayed a little bit. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Disagree. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. I don't enjoy them, but sometimes it can happen. You usually prefer to be around others rather than be on your own. Highly disagree. You become bored or lose interest when a discussion gets highly theoretical. Yeah. If it gets too much, I get bored. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. Even though I like facts and stuff, I do something in the end sometimes follow my heart. So I'm going to say a bit, yeah. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. Disagree. You rarely second guess the choices that you make. Disagree. I definitely second guess myself. Your friends would describe you as lively and going. The thing is, the people I'm comfortable with would say I am. But, you know, if I'm around people that I'm not as comfortable with, then it's the opposite. But we're talking about friends, and yes, I am like that with my friends. You're drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. Not writing, but I like doing art. And like, as in like painting and drawing. I'm not good at it, but I enjoy doing it. So I'm going to say agree. Usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional expressions. Agree to a certain degree. It does get the other side, but I base it on objective facts. But then sometimes, like I said before, I follow my heart. But I'm going to say agree. You like to have to-do list. I'm going to say agree, but not all the way, because I like the to-do list in the workplace, but outside of workplace, I don't mind being spontaneous. You rarely feel insecure. I disagree. I can feel insecure. You avoid making phone calls. 100% agree. Don't ever call me. Anything can be said in the text and email as far as I'm concerned. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. I enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. You know what? Yeah, why not? I'm not going to go all the way up. Okay, you can easily connect with people you just met. Disagree. I can after a certain amount of time, but not straight away. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. I wouldn't say so. No. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Yeah, agree sometimes. You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. I don't mind sometimes discussing that, but like not like all the time. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I'd say agree. I feel like I'm always going in the center because it's not 100%. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected person might feel than on what is most logical or efficient. I definitely would like care about more what they feel, even if I am a logical person. So I'm going to say agree, but again, not all the way because I can be logical. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized. No, I disagree. I'm quite organized in the workplace. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. You know what? Sometimes I can be in my head like that. Totally. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. 100% agree. I love working from home. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. No, I don't think so. You feel drawn to busy, bustling atmosphere than to quiet, intimate places. Do you know what's funny? I'm an introvert, but I love busy, bustling atmospheres because, like, let's say you're in a busy city, then no one's looking at you. There's too much going on. There's too many people. Whereas, let's say you're in a quiet country town where there's 200 people and everyone knows your name. You walk past the place and they want to say hello to you and talk to you. So, as an introvert, I'd rather be in a busy place. Whereas this, I think is a trick question because it's trying to get the introvert to say they disagree and they want to be in the quiet, intimate place. But I agree, and I know it's going to mess up my test. But I like being in busy places because I'm nobody in a busy place. I can walk past people, do my own thing, and no one gives a crap. So I'm going to say down here a bit because I don't want it to mess it too much. If a decision feels right for you, you often act on it without needing further proof. Sometimes. God, this is going against, I know what I said earlier, but sometimes I do. If it feels right, I go for it. Yeah, but let's slightly agree. Okay, you often feel overwhelmed. Let's agree highly. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Yeah, especially in the workplace. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete. No, I like to follow concrete steps. Again, I'm answering these like I'm at work. You're more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice. Nah, I disagree. You struggle with deadlines. Disagree. You feel confident that things will work out for you. You know, I slightly agree with that. Okay, so now we're going to put in our details. I'll probably pause this moment and come back to you. Okay, so here are my results. Your personality type is advocate, INFJ/T. So what does that mean? As an INFJ advocate, you possess a unique combination of idealism and insight that sets you apart in today's world. Your rich inner life is characterized, I can't read, by complex emotions, vivid imagination, and a deep well of empathy that allows you to connect with others on a profound level. You have an unwavering commitment to your principles and an intense desire to make positive impact on the world around you. I kind of like that. Your natural ability to understand and interpret the feelings and motivations of others is both a gift and a challenge. While it enables you to form deep, meaningful connections and offer invaluable support to those around you, it can also leave you feeling overwhelmed by the emotions and the needs of others. That's so true. You often find yourself torn between your desire to help and your need for privacy and solitude. That's very true. Wow, this is actually really good. Personality traits. Introverted, oh my god. Yep, 100%. What's this? You likely prefer fewer yet deeper, meaningful social interactions and feel drawn to calm environments. Oh my god, that is 100% me. What's this? You likely very imaginative and open-minded, focused on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. I like that. Yeah, feelings. You likely value emotional expression and sensitivity, prioritizing empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. Wow, this is really good. You're likely organized, decisive, and thorough, valuing structure and planning over I can't say the word, being spontaneous. Yep. You're likely self-conscious, sensitive to stress, success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve. That's a mixture. I'm not a perfectionist, but within the workplace, I think I am. This is hard because in the workplace I am, but because I guess this is talking about work, isn't it? Outside of work, I'm not like that much of a perfectionist. I can be sensitive to stress at times, but I can get through it. Eager to improve. Yeah, I'm always like that. Okay. Your perfectionist tendencies drive you to constantly improve yourself. Okay, that's true, and the world around you. This relentless pursuit of growth and meaning can be both exhilarating and exhausting. That's very true. You have a knack for seeing potential and possibilities where others might not. Sometimes, yeah, but you may struggle to bring your visionary ideas into reality due to self-doubt or fear of criticism. Okay, yeah, that's so true. I definitely doubt myself sometimes. You possess a rare combination of creativity and analytical ability. Your intrusive understanding of complex systems and human nature allows you to devise innovative solutions to challenge problems. Too many big words. Not that they're big, but when you're trying to read it and film, it makes you stuff up. However, your sensitivity to criticism and tendency to internalize stress, oh god, that's so me, and can sometimes hold you back from fully expressing your unique gifts. 100%. Learning to balance your idealism with practicality and self-care is a key factor of your personal journey. Okay, so now we're going to look at each member's MBTI type and just see if I'm similar to any of them. Okay, so let's start. This was from 7 months ago, so I know people say they change over time. I tried to find something recent. Okay, so we're starting with Bang Chan, who is ENFJ apparently, which is introvert, intuitive, feeling, and judging. I was trying to think of what mine was again. I forgot for a second. Wasn't I similar to that? Oh, I was INFJ. Okay, so I was introvert, intuitive, feeling, and judging. Okay. So I was close, but then he's an introvert and I'm an introvert, he's an extrovert. Okay. Ooh, that's kind of similar. So introvert, sensing, feeling, and perceiving, which is ISFP, and I was INFJ. Okay, so not too similar, and that's Lino, isn't it? Okay, keep going. Okay, we've got Chanbin, who's an extrovert, sensing, feeling, and perceiving, which is ESFP, so not similar to mine at all. Okay, let's keep going. INFP, and I was INFJ. Okay, interesting. So he's an introvert, so I guess Hyunjin is kind of similar to mine, probably the closest so far. Intuitive, feeling, and perceiving, INFP. So that's the closest to me so far. Okay, and this is Han, introvert, sensing, thinking, perceiving, ISTP. Okay, so he's an introvert like me, but then a few of his other letters are different. All three other letters are different. So he's ISTP, I'm INFJ. Okay, but he's an introvert. So far, Hyunjin and Han are the introverts. Felix is an extrovert, which I think I found out in the guide. I made a video on the guide if you want to watch that 4-part series, I should say, on my page. Okay, so he's an extrovert, sensing, feeling, and judging. Okay, so we have the judging familiar, the feeling is familiar, but then the two first ones are different. He's ESFJ, and he's an extrovert, and I am an introvert. Okay, so we've got Sunmin. Hope I'm saying that right. He is an extrovert, sensing, feeling, and judging. It's interesting, a lot of them are extroverts, which is ESFJ. So what do we have similar? Again, we have the feeling and judging, that's similar, but he's ES at the front and I'm IN at the front. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so now we've got IN, who is introvert like me, sensing, feeling, and judging. Oh, so we only have one letter difference, the one that's sensing. Ah, interesting. Okay, so he's ISFJ and I'm IN, funny enough, I'm IN, INFJ. Okay, is that everyone or have I forgotten someone? Okay, that's everyone. Okay, that was fun. Okay, so I guess I'm not exactly like any of them, but it seems like I'm similar a little to IN, and I believe Hyunjin, and then Han is also an introvert. I'm going by introvert more than any of the other letters because I feel like that's who I'd be similar to, but I don't have any that are exactly the same as them. So I guess I'm not similar MBTI types to any of them, except the closest would be IN and Hyunjin, I believe, and then Han kind of close. The others are all extroverts. Okay, that was fun. I guess I now know my MBTI type, which is INFJ. I need to look more into that. Fun. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Tomorrow I should be reacting to their new song, I believe. If the music video, I think, is coming out tomorrow, which is Ceremony. So I'll definitely react to that as soon as it comes out. But like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.